I'm Gillian Crowe, I'm 64. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in June 2017. The advice I got was from my GP actually, to go and look at the Dr. Michael Mosley book, The 8-Week Blood Sugar Diet. I said to him, I have gastric problems. He said, oh, it might be a problem because it's based around vegetables, so I wouldn't think it would suit you. But I went away and had a look at it, and the rest is history, as they say. I found out about the Low Carb Program by Googling. I had done Atkins years and years ago, so I knew it's a really good way of losing weight. And I was so surprised to see how much there was on the internet about low carb. And so I researched for a whole weekend, and that was what I did. I must admit, my goals when I started were just to get rid of it, because I'm a nurse and I was just ashamed really that I was diagnosed with diabetes, and my main goal was to reverse it. I didn't really think about losing weight, but it was a tremendous byproduct. The Low Carb Program has helped me because I've lost 4 stone in weight. I've reduced my HbA1c from 108 on diagnosis, which is off the scale. It's currently 40. It came down to 63 in 3 months, and it's gradually come down to 40, and that's the lowest I've been. But I think the biggest improvement was in my eyesight within 3 months, because I started to get really blurry vision. I couldn't do my job. I had to give up work for a few weeks because I couldn't drive. When I went to the hospital for screening, they diagnosed me with background retinopathy, which was really frightening because I know it can lead to blindness ultimately. And when I went back to the hospital 3 months later, there was no sign of retinopathy. The ophthalmologist at the hospital wanted to know what I had done to reduce, or she just couldn't see any evidence of it. And I told her that I'd been on the Low Carb Program, and she shook my hand and said, that's the reason. You've got your blood sugars sorted out and you've reversed retinopathy. I think one of the biggest benefits I noticed was not only the weight loss and the restored eyesight, I just felt so much better in myself mentally. I felt more motivated as the weight started to come off. I felt I wanted to start exercising, and I just wanted to keep going and going. And so mentally it was a huge improvement. But physically, I'd previously always felt tired. I'd always felt drained at the end of the day. And I just suddenly seemed to have a new life, because I just seemed so full of energy once again. My motivation for sticking to low carb is the fact that I want to stay as slim as I am now. I'm probably not as slim as a lot of people around, but I know that I've lost so much weight, so it's 4 stone is great. I feel so much better mentally and physically and less tired. So that's really my motivation. And also looking in the mirror every day and wearing different clothes that I never could have worn before. My typical day of eating is, in the morning I usually have breakfast once I get to work, because I don't feel very hungry when I get up. So I have Greek yogurt with some berries and a little bit of flaxseed to thicken it up. I drink a couple of cups of coffee during the day with cream in. I mainly drink tea, black tea. For lunch I will have cold meats, cold chicken. For evening meal I will have whatever the family are having without the carbs. So it's quite easy to maintain a family meal and family way of eating as well. Research is the best thing you can do if you're newly diagnosed. Just look at all the pros and cons, read other people's stories, and look at all the benefits, and then just go for it. To sustain the low carb lifestyle is just to focus on all the good benefits that you're going to get from it. And just remember that your health is going to improve so much. Your life expectancy is going to improve as well. My goals for the new year are to stay at the weight I am now, keep on the low carb way of eating, because it's had so much improvement on my health and my lifestyle, and just to maintain where I am now.